See, this is weird, because I feel like we just had that NXT Takeover, and here we are, like, 2 months later, and we're at NXT 31. This is your NXT Takeover 31 predictions. For someone who's been to every single NXT Takeover in New York, I'm super excited, even though we just had another NXT Takeover a little bit more than a month ago. But there's only 5 matches, but usually NXT Takeover is better than any single pay-per-view, and I can tell you right now it's probably going to be better than Clash of Champions last week. It's going to be better than Hell in a Cell. Let's do this. So, our first match is Kushida versus the Velveteen Dream, and I know that there's a lot of people right now that are very mad at Velveteen Dream for all his personal issues that's been going on, but we're not going to talk about it. But I like the Kushida heel turn here. I think that it's something that he needed. He's been really underutilized in NXT, and he needs to be heavily pushed because he's one of their better wrestlers on the roster, especially with the draft coming up. You don't know which NXT superstars are making that jump from NXT to Raw and SmackDown. So I definitely think that Kushida needs to get the win here. He needs to utilize the wrestling skills he has. If Kushida doesn't win, I don't know what they're going to do with him, because I feel like Kushida has just lost upon loss upon loss upon loss. He needs this win. He needs this heel turn. Kushida needs this. For our NXT Cruiserweight Championship match, Santos Escobar versus Isaiah Swerve. I'm a big fan of Swerve. I think he's definitely going to be something big. I think the draft here is really going to be something that you get to see all these underutilized superstars take advantage of, because like I said, you don't know who's making that jump next week. But Escobar has been really strong on NXT. His run with his other 2 teammates have just been phenomenal. He needs the NXT Cruiserweight Championship to really put himself over on the roster. I'm with Escobar for the win, but I don't want this to be the last match they have. I want them to have multiple matches, whether for this title or just for whatever, but we are not seeing a new title change here. For our NXT North American Championship match, though, so I know that everyone hates heel Johnny. I hate heel Johnny too. I love their dinner with the Garganos, though. It's really funny, but I just don't like the heel turn. I think Johnny is just so much more loved as a face, and I'm a huge fan of Priest, but I think this is, even though Priest just won the title, I think you need to put the titles on both of them. I think you need to put the title on Gargano and Candice, just to utilize their heel turn and make them more dominant within the division. You could definitely do Ciampa versus Gargano for the North American title if you want to go that route, since Ciampa's not on this takeover. He's actually not doing anything right now in NXT, which is really sad. But I'm going with Gargano. This match is probably going to be, if not the best match on the card, the second best match on the whole card. Gargano pulls out all the stops when it comes to TakeOver. He's proven that time and time again. They call him Mr. TakeOver for a reason here. So I'm with Gargano with the title change. And with the NXT Women's Championship, I am with the same thing. I know that Io has been a really strong women's champion since taking the title off of Charlotte back in the summer, but I think that Candice needs the title too. I think her heel turn, it just makes more sense to keep her to have her win the title rather than have her lose here. And hopefully Priest and Shirai just go to the main roster. Smart booking here, people. And for our main event, so there's a lot of rumors here that Riley and Cole are going to be the faces of Undisputed Era, and then Strong. So the NXT Championship match, there's a lot of things that can happen here. With Riley being the only one from the Undisputed Era with a match, obviously they're going to get involved. There's a lot of rumors saying that they're going to tentatively split up, with Cole and O'Reilly being the faces and Fish and Strong being the heels, which I don't want, because you're technically breaking up Red Dragon, who's been a tag team since literally Ring of Honor, and that's really upsetting that you're going to break them up now. But I'm going with Balor. Balor literally just won the title like 2 weeks ago. It does not make sense to take the title off him. He needs that title to do something in NXT, because like I said, I think the whole person's video was like, no one was really doing anything, and then everyone just won titles, and here we are. Here's our NXT, everybody. I'm definitely thinking that Cole is going to make the jump to Raw or SmackDown this week. Hopefully SmackDown, but you never know. But I definitely think that the Undisputed Era definitely need... I am not a fan that they're going to split up. I think they need to stay intact before they all make that jump. Like, I don't know if Cole is going to the main roster. I'm just trying to think of things that make sense. but Balor wins. This is probably going to be the better match on the card too, just like that North American Championship match. But this needs... So Balor wins in a very highly competitive matchup. Hopefully they don't break up. Hopefully they keep them intact. Hopefully they go to the main roster. But just because I said that, it's not going to happen. So those are your NXT TakeOver predictions. Make sure you tune in Monday for us reviewing NXT TakeOver 31. Make sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Kimmy Talks Wrestling and Twitter at Kimmy_WWE. Thank you for watching another episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling. I will see you on Monday.